Toloka says you can earn money by training AI. No investment, no special skills, just small online tasks. But is this actually a good way to earn? Or is it just another low-paying microtask platform dressed up as AI work? I have tested it again to find out what it currently offers. In case you don't know, my name is Mikael and I have tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and I actually reviewed Toloka several years ago, but a lot has changed since then. They have grown and they got some serious backing now, and the whole AI training space has also exploded. So I thought it was time to take another look, sign back in and give you an honest updated review of what Toloka is really like currently. I'm going to show you exactly how it works, what kind of tasks you can expect, how much you can realistically earn, and most importantly, whether it's actually worth your time or if there are better options out there. So if you just go to Toloka, it can be a bit confusing because that is for businesses. That's where you can see more about the company behind, and you can see that it's all about training data for AI, and they need humans for this. So you cannot really just find on the website itself the tasks you can do or where you can sign up. So you would need to go to this URL you can see up here. And this is where you can register to earn. And you can do it on the website. It also has an app for both iOS and Android devices, and it's available in basically all countries. Just keep in mind, and I know some people don't like this because I'm often asked about this, but this is one of the platforms already during the sign up process. You need to share your phone number and you will get a code that you need to then use to verify. So if you don't feel comfortable about that, then you cannot even get an inside look and see what it's all about. But I can help you with that. So I'll show you inside now so you know all about what to expect, and then you can decide whether you think it is for you or not. Also, during the sign up process, you are asked whether you are willing to perform tasks with sensitive or explicit content. And this is quite interesting. I haven't actually seen that on any other of these AI training task platforms, but at least they ask. I do appreciate that. Personally, I'm not interested in something like that, but just be aware that they do say if you say no to this, there might be fewer tasks. But for me, personally, that's fine. But I just wanted to make you aware that they will ask this because that's something I haven't seen before. Also, once you have then signed up, you can choose languages that you can perform these tasks in, and you can choose basically all languages from what I could see. That doesn't, of course, mean that there are tasks available in all languages, but you can choose it, and then if you're lucky, it might be in your local language, but there are, at least from what I have seen, mainly or mostly, for me anyways, tasks in English. But this can, of course, vary also depending on your location. If you decide to sign up, or if you're already a member, I would love to hear your experiences below. Which country are you in? Which languages have you chosen? And what languages have you been offered tasks in? So let's talk a little bit more about what type of work or tasks you can do. I'll also show you inside now so you have a better idea about how it looks and how to apply for the different tasks. But in the FAQ section, you can see that the type of tasks include, for example, checking chatbot responses, outlining objects in images, searching for online information, taking and uploading photos, rating search results. So kind of these AI training tasks or data entry tasks. So it's not something you need specific skills for, but they do have training for some of the tasks that you need to complete before you can get access to the paid tasks. So just keep that in mind. Also, they actually currently, anyways, at the time of recording this video, say here, if you want to register, just be aware that at the moment, the number of projects is limited. So that means that there will not be a huge number of projects, but maybe by the time you watch this, there will be more, but there still are some, at least for me. I'll show you inside now so you can see how that looks like. So I am now logged in, and this is how the dashboard currently looks like. You can see I'm just in the projects tab here, and then you can see there are some different tasks here I can do. Not that many, but there are some. There's also some training tasks for some of them. You can see here also how much you would get. You can click to read the exact instructions. So I do like that they do have quite clear instructions, examples of exactly what is expected, all these different things here. So I do like that, definitely. So for this particular one, for example, it is to take 2 clear selfies of your face in different backgrounds, 2 selfie videos, and attach 6 selfie photos from your archive with various background. So you can see for that particular one, it would be 30 cents per task. So not super high paying, but again, that does vary depending on the task. You can see there's a photo collection down here. So there's something here. Up here, it can give up to $10 per task. You can also find some here if you go to the explore section, and then sometimes you can see some other projects here. And here you can also see how many seats or positions or whatever you would call it are available. What I have experienced and what I have mainly seen here is that a lot of the tasks that are available for me anyways, that is about taking selfies. Personally, I do not really like tasks like that. I would definitely like to know more about exactly what it is used for if I am going to share selfie videos with them or selfie photos. But that's all depends on your personal preferences. That's just my personal opinion. But I prefer tasks not like that anyways. But some of them are quite easy. It doesn't take too long to do some of these selfie tasks. Others tasks, they do take a little bit more effort. But if you have joined or if you decide to join, I would also love to hear more about what type of tasks are available for you. I showed on the landing page where it says what type of tasks are in general available. I have just mainly seen these ones currently for me. So I would also love to hear about your experiences and the tasks available for you. So please just share that in the comments below. So let's now talk about how much money you can earn from this. One thing I do like is that in the FAQ section, they do not promise anything. There are some microtasks like this or microtask platforms or AI training platforms that promise things that they can just not live up to. Here, they say very clearly that the earnings vary based on task complexity, skills, and availability. Some users make extra cash, but this is not a stable or guaranteed source of income. So they make that very clear that it is for some extra money once in a while. How much you can earn, it entirely depends on the available products and also your background, your skills, and also the country you live in. Usually is how it is here. They don't mention that, but I know that on most platforms like this also does play a part. From what I have heard from both viewers here on my channel and visitors on my website, some people really love the tasks here. They think it's one of the best microtask platforms, and others just do not think they're worth it because some of the tasks pay very little. And I would say you definitely have to choose wisely. Some tasks are not worth it in my opinion. Others might be worth it. It all depends on your preferences and what you're expecting. But overall, it definitely can be a way to earn some extra money if you feel comfortable with this type of tasks. But I would say no matter what, it should not be the only platform you join because there are just not enough tasks for that. So if you like these AI training tasks, then I do have a list on my website where I have a full list of the best AI training platforms or AI training job platforms. So I'll leave a link to that below so you can go and check that out. There are also many different type of AI training tasks. So it's not just selfies, but many different ways to earn that way. Some a little bit extra, some that can build into something bigger. So you can go and check that out. I'll leave a link below. Also, if you just prefer reading, I also actually have a written Toloka review. So I'll also leave a link to that. And finally, if you're just interested in more different types of online side hustles because you just like to do different things once in a while, I also do have a list of some of the best side hustles, free side hustles that I have come across. There are more than 20 on that list, so I'll leave a link to that below also so you can go and check that out. But no matter what, I hope this video helped you, and if it did, make sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I'll release a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.